Y'all, we have seen Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly go from fighting on this trip to becoming kissing lesbians. If you watch Married to Medicine, you know exactly what I mean. Welcome back to my channel. Hope y'all are having a great day. Today, we're going to be getting into the latest episode of Married to Medicine Season 10. So let's get right on in. The show picks up where we see the women continue their cast trip in Miami. Dr. Contessa has planned a sunset cruise for the ladies. And so we see them get on the boat. They're having fun. They're dancing, eating, drinking champagne. Everybody's looking good. All the women on Married to Medicine look great. So Heavenly decides, I want to play a political game. I want to play a game where the ladies ask me questions as if they're voters, and it'll be like a fake town hall, and I'll have to answer them honestly. I have no idea why Heavenly thought that this would be a good idea, but it was terrible. I was laughing so hard at some of Heavenly's answers because I said, Heavenly, is this if this is the answers that you are giving on the campaign trail, I'm gonna need you to work with the campaign team, PR, and even Quad to get this together. Absolutely not. So I think it's Brandy. Brandy asks Heavenly, how would you respond to voters who are concerned about your reality TV history, your behavior on reality TV, and just, how you've been portrayed? Heavenly says, I can't take back anything that I've done, which is true. That's honest. You can't go back. But then she also says, I have morals, because in the question, Brandy was like, voters want a political leader that they feel has morals and values. So Heavenly responds to that part of the question saying, I have morals and values. I'm not a felon. I said, Heavenly, wait a minute. So your response to the people's concern about your behavior, fighting, cussing, and yelling is that you can't take it back and you have morals because you're not a felon? A mess. We also see Dr. Jackie ask her, who is your political mentor? She says, Quad. I said, my God, today, this is a mess. So, yes, needless to say, she answered a few more questions. I didn't really think they were all that great, but Heavenly, I wish you the best for your run in Georgia. Y'all let me know if y'all live in Georgia. Are y'all voting for Heavenly? Let me know in the comments if y'all think Heavenly is going to win this Congress seat that she's going for. I think one of her answers to Contessa's questions on like what makes her a good leader, Heavenly said if you're a mom and a wife, you can do anything. And she's good for the job because she runs businesses and politics is like a business. And this is her calling. So yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. Heavenly is a fool. She's definitely campaigning this season. I feel like she is using this season, even in her friend of role, to make sure that she is campaigning. Dr. Daddy Damon is down there campaigning with the fellas in they little meetup scene. So Heavenly is really trying to get this Congress seat. In this episode, we also see Quad talk to the ladies about her IVF journey. She finally gives them an update about where she is in the process. She lets them know that her eggs did not end up fertilizing, which was really, really sad. We saw that a few weeks ago when she got that news and was talking to King. She starts breaking down really bad. The women console her and just kind of surround her, important to her, and let her know that it's not over and to not give up the faith and that, hopefully she'll have better luck next time. So, prayers to Quad, wishing her the best on this motherhood journey because I know it's not easy. Later in the episode, we see her giving King kind of an update on the cast trip, her letting him know that, hey, I let the ladies know about my IVF journey, that it wasn't successful. And let's just get straight into it with King. I don't like King. I think King is rude. I think he's whack. His jokes are not funny. You can tell when Quad is in the scenes with him and he's making them uncomfortable jokes. You could just tell she's cringing on the inside. She just looks uncomfortable and like she's pissed about it. He made a joke about there's nothing baby about you when she gave him a baby fork and they were going back and forth. She's talking to him about the trip. He's like, can you get to the point? Because I'm about to be done eating my fish. Like, what? And even when she's telling him about telling the women, he's like, oh, I bet you cried a river, didn't you? So, yeah, I'm not a fan of King. I really do think at this point in the show, their relationship is over. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. That's all alleged, but I think they've been broken up and they're just finishing out the season for the storyline because his whole demeanor and attitude towards Quad is just very cold, very standoffish, not really I'm not seeing that intimacy and love that I saw last season. So, yeah, as far as King goes, yuck, like the girl said. Um, Quad also lets us know she's been through a lot with this journey. She's been through some rough seasons and that she just wants to take a pause on the IVF journey. She wants to work on her relationship with King, really pour back into each other because the process has kind of split them apart and changed the dynamic of the relationship. So she's going to hold off on trying again. And then we get to the Med Gala. So Toya this is this year's Med Gala chair. She's planning the event with Jackie. Every year the ladies do a Med Gala, which is pretty much a charity event and a day to recognize the medical community within Atlanta. So Toya has not participated in the last 2 years and hasn't contributed the full donation. So this year, Jackie made her the chair, which means she's involved with all the planning. So now that Toya is seeing how hard it is, she's working on building an actual foundation where they can get corporate sponsors to donate money. She finally apologizes to the group. She apologizes to Jackie and let them know, I'm sorry that I was not a team player in the past years, but I'm here now and I'm ready to get to work. The ladies weren't having it. We're about to get into Heavenly and her getting into a spat. But before I get to that, Jackie is also launching her own scrub line, which I think is a genius idea with her being such a popular doctor in Atlanta, being very well known from being on this show. So we see the ladies come to shoot promos in Jackie's new scrub line, and she's doing a photo shoot with the legendary Derek Blanks. So Toya gives her apology to the group at Jackie's photo shoot. Per usual, Heavenly cuts up at the photo shoot. She starts going off on Toya. They start getting to arguing with each other, mainly Heavenly and less of Toya in that moment. And I just got to say, to me, Heavenly just does not like Toya at all. I feel like every chance she gets, she takes a low jab and just insults her. And I really noticed she can dish it, but she can't take it. Like when the ladies give it back to her, her first response is like, I'm gonna go as low as I can, take a jab about you and your family. And I just don't feel like that's how it works. Like, no. You need to be able to take it as much as you dish it, Heavenly, period. And you can't use the excuse, don't talk about my family when you talking about everybody on the cast family. I would have been ringing you up. Moving on, she also throws Jackie under the bus at the photo shoot and lets Toya know Jackie called you unprofessional. She said you difficult to work with. And basically, she only gave you the job to prove to you how hard it is. I said, my golly Molly, Heavenly cannot keep her big mouth shut. She always has to ruin something or throw somebody under the bus. But baby, it was funny to see Jackie sit there and squirm her way out of that one because Toya was really gagged and was looking like, wait a minute. Jackie, did you really say that? I saw Quad's face, Contessa. Contessa had me cracking up. Contessa said, Jackie definitely said it. Jackie, you should know by now that Heavenly can't keep her big mouth shut, which I too agree. I definitely think Jackie said it, and I definitely think Heavenly was wrong, but messy. So that's how the episode ends. Next week, we're going to see the ladies going on a group trip to Jamaica. They're taking their annual couples trip. Dr. Eugene and Toya are hosting, so I'm sure that's going to have some mess and chaos somewhere in it. So I'm curious to see how the trip turns out, especially with the new players and the newbies that we have with Angel, who's single, and then Dr. Mimi's not new anymore, but we also have Brandy, who's a new friend of. So let me know in the comments if you like Contessa's girls trip. I think she did a great job planning it. Loved the housing. That's what Real Housewives of Potomac should have had in Colorado. I thought her activities were fun and cute, and she hosted the girls really well. So let me know. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.